India witnessed cricket diplomacy for the first time yesterday when Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Australian PM Anthony Albanese visited India and witnessed the India-Australia Test match. Now, after this is a series of meetings are lined up for the Australian Prime Minister today. Most of the important, those being that Prime Minister Narendra Modi at 11:15 a.m. this morning will meet Anthony Albanese, and Anthony will also receive a ceremonial reception at Rashtrapati Bhavan before he heads to the Rajghat at 9:30 a.m. Now, this is the third day, and now bilateral talks are also scheduled, and top of the agenda remains the trade and the security ties between the two nations. He will then, Anthony Albanese will also meet External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar before meeting the Prime Minister at the Hyderabad House in New Delhi. Now, later in the evening, he will also meet President Murmu. And now, what's on the agenda of the India-Australia bilateral talks, which remains to be the top focus between the two nations? Now, trade talks, which will include talks on export of key industrial raw materials. The two sides will also discuss measures to improve defence cooperation.
Participate in Australia's Talisman Sabre exercise. It will be a great privilege to welcome India's Navy to Australia in August, and I thank them again for their generosity in hosting us here today. Thank you very much. For Australia, India is a top-tier security partner. The Indian Ocean is central to both countries' security and our prosperity, and there has never been a point in both of our countries' histories where we've had such a strong strategic alignment, which has been reinforced by my current visit to India and will be reinforced further by Prime Minister Modi's attendance at the Quad Leaders meeting in a short period of time.
Now, let's tell you what's on the agenda today as India and Australia bilateral meet is going to happen. Now, the top focus remains on trade and security, trade and economic affairs, climate change, renewable energy, arts and cultural heritage, defense and strategic partnership. Cooperation is also scheduled. And for more on the inside details, we have Srinjoy on the phone line. Srinjoy, what's on the agenda today?
Well, lots of things, as you rightly said. First of all, trade. As far as the Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement is concerned with Australia, it's still a distance away, but both sides are working towards it. There will probably be a reference to it. As far as other agreements are concerned, there will certainly be discussion on trade, the import by India of coking coal and rare earths like lithium and cobalt. As far as security is concerned, you are likely to hear a lot of praise about Prime Minister of Australia's visit to INS Vikrant yesterday. That is the indigenous Indian aircraft carrier. He was on it, and apparently he had a good time, and he's likely to talk about it today. Apart from that, what we are hearing is that the exercises that Australia and India will do will become more complex. Plus, there will be more intelligence sharing. And as you rightly said, there will be more people-to-people contacts.
Yes, Srinjoy. Srinjoy, thank you so much for all the inputs, and all eyes remains on the ties between the two nations. Quickly coming back to this with more on the other side. Stay tuned to Times Now.